Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. This is Michael Chu here. This is the growth stock list that I follow every week. This is for the week ending January 31st, 2025. So it's hard to believe that a month has gone by in January. I think most of the index were green for the month, so that's good news for the entire year. January when it closed week, good on January is usually a positive year for the market. But you never know, so we'll see. But right now, as we heard on Monday, we have, the DeepSeek news that sink a lot of AI related stocks. A lot of them have moved down on my list, and I got stock out on some of them. And they started to bounce back, some to the middle point of the loss of the range, and some have surpassed it, so that's good news. But also some have reversed on Friday, so we'll see if that form a new downtrend line for them. So that's the challenge there. A lot of stocks also reported. You can see in this column here that I mentioned here. So obviously that will move the stock as well. So yeah. So I try to track it, but not every day. So right now we're seeing out of those stocks that I follow, 126 is in uptrend. So not that good because there's 166 in downtrend. So overall, from the growth stocks list I have, more than half is kind of in the downtrend mode. So you can see the week before it was mostly like above, right? Like way more uptrend than downtrend. And then near neutral, like near the middle line is like the within 1% point. So that's like, 50 here. On the new high list, out of those stocks, the two are at new highs. So it's starting to dwindle down a little bit. So today we'll just browse by sector and we'll just talk more about it, and then we can look at some charts, but really just want to see where things are in general first. Okay, so here's the technology group. So we have HIMS hitting new relative strength high on the daily and weekly relative strength line. We have this is uptrend. This is the price performance since December 19. So now it's about 6 weeks, right? And HIMS really continue to show strength here, and then it hit a new high on Friday too. And then we have TWLO. This is very powerful stock. So I have to show this chart just because this reminds me of App and Palantir in the last run. So here it was trading really tight and it started to fall back. And then all of a sudden this news came out that they update their guidance that it's much stronger than expected, and it gap up like tremendously. And obviously I just didn't want to chase it, and so I'm not in this right now. I'm waiting for a possible pullback. So this is the 10-day slope line, and so far it's been holding up really tight above it. So it might not give a lot of, it might not give the opportunity to pull back too much. So we'll see. If the market continue to act strong, then I want to get into a stock like this because this is showing tremendous strength right now. But if the market start to weaken more, and those distribution days, as we talked about in the market recap video, start to pile up more, I don't think I want to, chase stocks or even add more stocks right now, just because of the volatility and all this stuff's happening in the macros. So ARM is probably one of those stocks that got hit, but it did bounce back. So here I was in here, and then it started to pull back, and then we have this gap down on Monday, and then from there it reversed. So overall, this we before Monday's gap down was right here, and then we closed pretty close to it. So overall, like it looks pretty good. I did get back into it on Friday on higher volume, and look at the down day right here on Wednesday. Really no volume at all, so it dries up quite a bit. So ASUR is now in a downtrend. Palantir, we talked about that in Tuesday's video. If you didn't watch that, go watch that. It is holding up good. NVMI, another chip stock that got hit on Monday. Audio Eye here, moving up trend right now, hitting new high on Friday. So that's also acting well. CRDO got hit hard, Onto got hit hard, ALAB, they're all still in downtrend right now. We have Fresh, Reddit here, still in an uptrend. Spotify doing well, hitting new highs. PRVA, NTES, yeah, I'm holding this, looking good. RMBS downtrend, SMTC downtrend. We talk about app as well in Tuesday's video. IoT, if you haven't watched the Tuesday video, go watch it. It's just a recap of what happened on Monday, and yeah, and then whether it bounced back on Tuesday. And then we have IoT here doing really well, hitting new highs. SC also doing well. AVPT also doing well, that one in the database. Duolingo still in uptrend. Shopify also hitting new highs, looking good. So this new high is, respective to December 19th, since December 19th. SAP also reported, it's okay. Hasn't bounced too much yet, but it's doing okay. We see lots of downtrend stocks here now. Wix, KD starting to fall back. Wago's doing a downtrend. Kagurus in a downtrend. Taiwan Semiconductor downtrend. Hubs is starting to bounce back. This is one of the software stock. DV here. Workday. You can see there's more downtrends now at the bottom here. So now reported it dropped quite hard. So it's I was almost buying into it, but I just decided not to buy. I don't like to buy before earnings, even though the chart looked really good and it just got hammered the day after on the earnings. So right here, the chart looks really good, right? Like it was pulling back nicely, before the earnings, like, near the breakout point, but then it gapped down. PPF also reported start to go down, where CBLT also reported. So believe it or not, Nvidia is at the bottom here. So we did cover this in the main market recap video. So overall, we're seeing some computer software enterprise holding up. Like we see some here, So overall, it's okay technology. But it's just not as good as obviously more than a week ago. So on the retail side, we have Kavana doing really well at the top here. PBPB still in an uptrend. Restaurants. TAL in the service education. There's a few service education doing well. ULCC transportation airlines still near the top here, but it's near their moving average. XPOF leisure services in a new high here. LRN, so that's service education, doing really well. SFM retail supermarket doing hitting new high, doing well. Baba are really starting to come up, but yeah, so they're making new high on Thursday. I think they reported too. Yeah, I believe they reported as well. So that looks good too. CAVA. So CAVA, has been like it has gone into a severe correction, in the last few months. And you see, this is why you don't chase a stock, right? Like especially if it like bounced so much up and it just reversed, and then we try again and fail here. And then this was the last fail. Like I tried here, so I tried both times actually. It didn't work. So here is where the bounce above on Wednesday, above the 50-day right here. That's when I got in again. And right now it's pulling back. Volume is not too bad. So we'll see if we can hold this level. And then as the 10-day catch up, it's a pretty strong slope right now. So we'll see what happens there. ATGE, another education stock, also reported. So both R and ATGE reported doing really well. SNCY airline. So leisure service, RCL, Viking, the cruisers are doing well, hitting new highs here. Netflix still holding up. CPS in a downtrend. CCL cruise line doing well. So all the cruise line doing well. UNFI wholesale food here. So uptrend still. BFAM uptrend. Delta is starting to lose some steam. I mean, it's not really bad looking chart, but it's just losing some momentum. Like I mean, it's still in the uptrend, but it's just losing a little bit of momentum. So it's just sitting like just slightly below the moving average right now. OSW is a new name on my list, and it's doing well. ALK, another airline, doing well. So most airlines are doing well. So Ralph Lauren RL downtrend. DraftKings still in an uptrend. Glow, this one reported, so looks good. Start see it bounce here. PM UAL also in the downtrend. Amazon is looking good. We covered that in the main market video. So there's still a lot of stocks in the uptrend, as you can see, right? And some of them hitting new highs down here. So Tesla, oh yeah, we talked about Tesla in the main market video as well. It's near the moving average, still be near it. So yeah. So then there's all this downtrend stuff down here still. Yeah. Anyhow. So CLS in the industrial area, I mean, I totally missed this. It was my star last time, and then Monday I got stop out, and then what happened was after this gap down right here, and this is my marker for selling it, and then it bounced back, and the bounce happened right, especially on this earnings news, right? It gap up right above here, and it was clearly break the trend line. Now the trend line is at a very steep angle, so generally I wouldn't buy a steep angle trend line unless the break above it is really significant. And in this case, you know, it's okay. Like I mean, even if you draw that trend line, it's still very steep, right? The difference is this was an earnings result, and so that really give investors confidence. Good earnings result. If we go into the numbers here, you see it's still looking pretty good. So and this is the earnings line looking really good. So this on the weekly chart is it's one of the craziest bounce I ever seen. Look at that. I mean it happens, but you just don't see it that often. So they did give back some on Friday after it broke to new high. So that's amazing how fast it got to new high. I think this was like almost a 30% move, right? Both down and up. Anyhow, it is number one in the industrial area, and like I said, maybe it'll give a chance to buy. I don't know. It's hard to say, and I don't know if this could act independent of other AI related stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. We have DSP doing really well in commercial service advertising. We're seeing more downtrend here in the industrial area, right? You see more symbolic downtrend. VST still in a downtrend, hasn't really quite bounced back yet. Right, let's just quickly take a look. Just take off my markups for a second, just because it's hard to read. So here's the 10-day right here. So roughly around this level here. So it did close exactly near the 10-day, right? So the slope right now looks like this. It's still very steep. So like I said, this steep downtrend line could still be intact, right? So even though it bounced back this much, but the downslope line is still intact. Like I mean, yeah. But this bounce is so severe that I don't really see it like if it comes back down here, it would test the lows, like two lows here. It's possible, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like more likely, it'll just like kind of go sideways around this area. And if it does go sideways, you like to see it above the middle point rather than below the middle point. You just have more confidence that way. Then we have NGVT in the downtrend. I believe they reported. Yeah, GE reported a week ago. It broke out and then it pulled back slightly, and the volume subside and then it bounced. So this is a nice opportunity to buy. Unfortunately, I missed this. Then we have HQY uptrend. HWM is trying to bounce back as well. Axon hitting new high. That's amazing. EXLS uptrend. Rope uptrend. AZAC also hitting new high, but near the moving average. CR uptrend. PHG, REVG, QNST. Some of these other ones still in downtrend. MTZ, Cohere. The VRT still in the downtrend. These are all the AI related stocks. So you can see again, this one looks a lot weaker. We didn't even come back to the halfway point. So that's how you kind of gauge the performance, right? Like when they drop, it bounced back. Like, is it coming back to the halfway point? Like this one is definitely slower than other stocks. We have fixed still in the downtrend. So all these are AI related stocks. Mod also downtrend. So you see all these downtrends. A lot of them got hit hard. But surprised how hard the industrials related stocks got hit. Next we have health. So this temp AI stock, like I know a lot of people talk about it, like Nancy Pelosi bought into it, and since she bought into it, like the stock started to move up. Like this is a huge correction, right? So then we have this. I don't know if there was any news. It's the highest volume gap up here. So this must be some news. I forgot about it. Anyhow, this is a nice uptrend line. Look at how and this is not like it is volatile. Like you can see the daily change is quite. But anyhow, despite that daily volatility, you can see how it obeys this 10-day moving average. Like that's amazing actually. So it just doesn't want to touch it here. Look at that. It just doesn't want to touch it. So yeah, this has more potential to, I think, just based on this current. And the volume really high on the buy side, the blue bar volume. Now there's still a lot of selling volume too. The blue bars are much higher. So the health, I mean, there is some uptrends here. BTSG, core. This one's moving up new highs. ATAT still an uptrend. AXSM. There's some in downtrend now. AXGN. NDGL is an uptrend. I can't remember. Some of them might be bought out. I know some of them are. Narry's bought out. I'm not sure about NDGL. Probably bought out too. Hello. TVTX. MERM. So this one hitting new high. ABT. BSX. Penn is in a downtrend. Lily, yeah, Lily is moving again. Let's go look at that. We have Novartis too. So here's the nice downtrend line, like the 50-day pretty much, and it came above it, followed through the next day, and then the selling volume as it pulled back. Look at that, really low. Look at that, and then it bounced right here, right? So really good. Let me see my markups here. So this is the follow through day I bought on, right? So there might be another chance to buy it. Right now it's just holding like sitting tightly above the 10-day. So yeah, so there might be potential to add more shares. But yeah, um, yeah, I'll share this story. Like just went to doctor, see my annual performance check, annual checkup, and I don't know why, but the doctor recommended me to take weight loss drugs. So I'll have to do some research on that. But it's just amazing that now all these weight loss drugs are going to be everywhere. Another weight loss drug company is Novartis. You can see it's still below the downtrend line here. It's losing momentum, but it is reporting soon. And this one also reporting this week, Lilly, 5 days, yeah. So other than Lilly, there's still a lot of stocks in downtrend, right? So RMD, yeah, that one reported didn't do well. So not very strong sector right now. So in the commodities like oil and gas, they have been kind of, you see a lot of them went downtrend, right? AR, EQT, LB, like since Monday, it was the same day as the AI sell off and the energy also sell off too, like in most of those areas. You see KGS, PAGP, and then we have the alternative like BE and CEG. So these are power related, and let me just turn off my markup here. So we have the gap down right here, then they found support right here, and then this is the green line right now, the 10 short-term moving average. So it closed exactly near that point. So if we draw the top here, we have a pretty steep downtrend. So it could still obey this downtrend and continue to come down. So we'll see. If not, then it goes sideways, and they could form a nice base here. So we'll see what happens. BE, same thing, it was looking really nice, breakout, and then, Monday, boom. And then it found support right here, starting to bounce back. Again, you can see it finding resistance because on Friday it just closed back below the short term. So if it does bounce back, it might give you an energy, potential entry point, right? So the other area that's doing well is the mining, gold, especially gold area, AU, AEM, there's IDR here, past AGI. You see, all these are hitting new highs. You see, all of them, Newmont Mining, WPM. So I have AU. So this one is starting to come up really fast. Like, I mean, it's accelerating right now because the 10-day slope, and this is like, yeah, it's starting to accelerate. Like, and then we have AEM. I think same thing here. I believe both of them, I did take some profit on Friday just because it's moving so fast. So it might come back to near the 10-day again, and then it bounce out, might add again. But yeah, overall the gold is doing well. Finally, we have financial related stocks. You can see lots of uptrends. They're holding up pretty nice despite all this other news and stuff. Look at as you go down, there's still lots of. I mean, yeah. So let's go through this, right? So we have Hood still doing okay. NU, this is really moving. NU Banks Foreign. This is a Brazil stock. So this is my initial entry point right here, and then I got into another position here. Yeah. So right now I'm just holding and took some profit here. So it did break through the 200-day. So now we more than the halfway point of this base, but it's a very deep correction, right? So right now the slope looks like this. Futu is Chinese, right? Investment broker. And this stock has moved strong before. So right now, we talk about this like so many times it fell, right? And I was actually worried this will fail too. So I like, okay, let's just wait until after. And look, it followed through. But I didn't buy it that day. I can't remember why. And then here it was holding. Yeah. So this red day here was a good sign that it holding, and more volume came in, but it just hold. Didn't really give back too much, and then the next day it bounced, and that's when I bought. So far this has been working, and the slope line looks like this. Now it looks like right now it's trying to test the 10-day. Either it's going to go below it or just bounce off it. We'll see. So that could give a potential to add here if it bounce. So we'll see. TBK reported did really well on the bank side. RAR still downtrend. LAS uptrend. JL real estate dominant uptrend. So a lot of the credit card ones I noticed had a big move, like MasterCard and Visa, somewhere here. So Visa reported did well, and MasterCard, yeah, MasterCard right here, it reported as well, did well. A little bit extended, obviously, but it might give a second entry point soon. So that's MasterCard. Let's come back to the top here. The KKR again making new high, investment related. CBRE, real estate development, so JL, CBRE moving up. EQH, another financial investment. Post also doing well, making new highs. So this is in payment processing. NYL, FG, all in still in uptrend. True making new highs. Companion, Charles Schwab uptrend. Goldman Sachs making new high. So the financials are surprisingly holding really well, like despite all this other macro news, and most of them have reported, right? So this is like a very stable area to invest right now or trade. CPay in 1%, ARES uptrend. We have some downtrends here, like SoFi came back down. So yeah, here's SoFi. It was doing really well. It broke out, but then it pulled back so hard. So now it hasn't come back even close. Yeah, it closed like at the red line here, which is not a good sign. Here's the slope of the downtrend. We have LPLA also reported, investment broker looking well. We have SF also reported, is holding up. We have EVR doing okay, new high. Square XYZ now the symbol doing okay. MC investment broker hitting new high. QFIN coming back down. There's SCIC, AJG, both of them hitting new highs. And Ryan down here also hitting new highs. So overall, like the financials look not bad at all. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, let's see what's going on next week. Overall, I would say the market is still okay, doing okay, but like I said, the distribution days is starting to pile up. That's the only concern, right? But again, I usually follow the growth stock signal more than the index itself. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And let's see how that goes. Good luck on next week, and hope you like and subscribe to this video.